lost their jobs and like people can't pay for anything anymore. Like, I'm losing subscribers on Onlyfans. Like, it's my main source of income. Like, I can't pay my rent anymore. What am I supposed to do? Like, go work at the strip club, which they're all closed down as well. They're all closed. Like, all the strip clubs are closing. Like, I've got nothing else. I can't dance. I can't sing. I can't do anything. So, like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I really just don't know what to do.
I have seen so many reaction videos on YouTube about OnlyFans that, well, I guess I might as well put in my 2 cents, but my 2 cents is a better 2 cents. Maybe it's worth $200 maybe instead of 2 cents. And I'll tell you why. Because what's happening to OnlyFans has been happening with girls in cars for years. This is nothing new what's going on with them. In fact, I was very shocked that OnlyFans was doing so well. And I guess it was a matter of time. And you know what? Let me start from the beginning. So in case you're new to OnlyFans, it was a website started by some YouTubers and a few investors. And it was a way for models to have their own little, you could almost say adult sites if they wanted, or just maybe sexy bikini stuff, right? Or whatever they really wanted. So it would be just like the title, right? It's the OnlyFans of this model. How the business model works. It's a lot like an Instagram where you can deliver videos and photos or audio material or things like that. And then in the DMs, you can deliver the same kind of stuff again. So almost like an upsell, right? And that's supposedly where the girls sell the juiciest materials, right? Anyone who wants to open up an adult website basically can. It's within the framework of OnlyFans, and it's a page, supposedly a page, but it's not. It's your own adult website. And simple as that, if you want it to be. And basically that is kind of what OnlyFans is. So what recently just happened is OnlyFans comes out and they say, hey, look, we're going to ban sexually explicit videos or any kind of material like that. And we're going to do it by October. And then, as if the earth itself had opened up, every model or every girl, or I don't know, they like calling themselves models, but every girl that is on OnlyFans screamed up to the heavens saying, yet let this not happen because I cannot pay rent, period. Well, after that outcry, and I guess also OnlyFans started losing a bunch of money. I guess a bunch of girls left and were trying to find alternatives and thinking that the doomsday bomb had just struck at OnlyFans. They must have left and gone to other places because their revenue dropped. And then came out another announcement, says, hey, guess what? We're not going to ban. And I think probably, in my opinion, why that announcement came about is, well, they need to stop the bleeding. But more importantly, I don't think they actually wanted to stop the explicit material, right? Because they kind of thought that somebody must have explained to them, hey, look, you guys are creating a adult website for anyone on the planet that wants to have one. But there's a monster over on the other side of that mountain, and we're going to deal with that monster right now. I'm going to tell you what this monster is and why it's actually in charge of OnlyFans and not them. Let me explain from the point of view of girls in cars and what we've tried to do in the past, period. Every move that we've ever tried to make with a website, I know, other fan pages, everything we've ever done, because we're a little saucy. We're not explicit. We're not sexually explicit, but we're fun. We're Benny Hill fun, if you know who Benny Hill is. Our biggest problem has been the credit card companies. Now, what the credit card companies claim is that all of these websites, they have lots of chargebacks. That means that, and what a chargeback is someone claiming that they didn't buy something with their credit card, right? You can imagine the conversations like this. Hello. I did not pay for this Onlyfans credit card company. Can you fix this for me? Oh, yes, sir. Would you like to cancel that card since it's been stolen? No, I don't want to cancel the card. I'm certain that the thief that stole my card, I'm certain that they won't ever do this again. Oh, yes, sir, I understand. Wink, wink. Fine, we will be happy to do this chargeback for you. But basically what happened is the guy who bought it basically stole digital material, right? Which, of course, I think the whole world is going to be ruled by digital material at some point. But anyway, we'll get more back into that in a second. So OnlyFans does a backflip, right? They say, okay, no, we're not going to ban that. Now, I'll tell you why. Here's a big reason why. I'm going to give you some of the biggest earners on the platform, right? And this is crazy to think that someone could just open up an OnlyFans and make this kind of money because of their popularity. Let me go through the gamut of babes that have made huge amounts on the opening of this website. Now let's get back to the chargebacks and back to the credit cards. So basically what I think everyone knows is lots of people commit chargeback fraud. So what's chargeback fraud? Well, chargeback fraud is claiming you didn't pay for something when you did, right? And this has been plaguing, I guess, the adult industry or any kind of sexy content industry for 20 years. I think about, 15 years ago, you could open up a merchant account and you could do, saucy, spicy material like this. And you get a chargeback every once in a while. In fact, back then, I think around the chargebacks was only 1%. It was minuscule. But then the credit card company said, oh, you know what? This was really tough for us. So now everyone has to pay us $600 up front. So now all the credit card companies each were charging $600 up front. And then after that, all of a sudden, other companies said, well, no, now you got to give us 20% of all your revenue. And it's been going on this way for a good 15 years until the credit card companies and the merchant providers and everyone have just kind of run out that business to where no one can afford it. And I guess you end up like with big companies, monopolies like MindGeek, right? They run everything. So so now we have OnlyFans. And what's amazing about OnlyFans is I don't know how they were getting away with this. And it turns out that they didn't. And now the banks, they don't want to do the business with the OnlyFans. OnlyFans, they found some workarounds, but I don't know how long it's going to last, right? So the big question is OnlyFans done? And I don't think so. I think they released the genie out of the bottle. Now, from this point, I think if they don't do it, somebody else will. And the credit card companies, I would like to think that they would have to now stop doing this winky at the credit card holders and basically tell them, hey, look, if you do a chargeback, we're going to assume that someone has stolen your credit card and we're going to have to issue you a brand new credit card and you're going to have to rip that one up and kind of make them feel a little pain for basically stealing digital material. Because I'd have to say almost everything is going to be digital material soon, right? It's going to be memberships and watching movies. Can you imagine if HBO, Disney Plus, and all these companies, people go ahead and sign up with their credit card, right? And then do chargebacks on major motion picture companies or Amazon or any of these? Do you think any of them are going to put up with that? Because it's not necessarily adult material. It's digital material, a digital content which can be downloaded and you could save it and then do the chargeback, right? So oh, I never got it. Oh, I never got it. Oh, I didn't think it was what I wanted. Or again, somebody stole my card, right? So basically, everything that's happening right now about OnlyFans, well, there is one other factor, and that is bad guys using their platform. And they have to stop the bad guys in the platform, because I'm certain there's some of them. But we haven't heard any news about these supposed quote-unquote bad guys in there. All we've really heard is that credit card companies don't want to deal with you, right? So, you know what? I imagine at some point, just like cryptocurrency and just like the motion picture business and the music business and all these other businesses that have been engulfed by the internet itself that changed their ways, I imagine the credit card companies are going to have to do this too. I imagine the credit card companies are going to have to comply, because if they can't get a hold of, let me say it this way. If the credit card company is participating with the credit card holder in chargeback fraud and they suspect it and don't do anything with it, well, I mean, I would imagine they would end up in some sort of situation in court, right? Because you just can't have lots of people. But, by the way, it's not lots of people. This is in the 1% or 2%. I think it's depending on whether it has to go to court or not, right? So, but the person selling the digital content, they shouldn't be necessarily punished if the user is the one doing the fraud, right? Well, I hope this has helped. I hope this has cleared the way for you to understand what's going on with OnlyFans, right? We'll see if it. I mean, they're so big, I can't even believe it. But they might disappear. I would imagine the company MindGeek, who basically runs everything adult, right? They have all the money. They own all the websites. I would imagine they would come in and probably either bring some money to OnlyFans, and if not bring some money, later on just buy it out, right? Because MindGeek basically owns everything as far as it is in that field. Giant, huge monopoly. And I imagine they become a monopoly because of reasons I'm talking about, because there's nobody in the mid-level that can survive with the credit card companies. Them and the merchant accounts providers and everyone else is just going to take a huge chunk of what they make. It's not going to be profitable. It's hard enough to get, I think, traffic or even get signups. And I think the business model of the single girl website is pretty much done. It's not, or a single website. There might be some. I imagine the bigger ones, maybe they turn themselves into like a adult Netflix, right, or a adult HBO Max. In fact, where's our Skinamax, guys? Where is our Skinamax version of HBO Max? Where is that? Can anybody make that? Anyway, okay. I hope this has helped, hopefully, some models and everyone else. And I'll see you guys in the next video.